Hi, welcome to another District 75 AI tutorial. Today, we will learn about effective prompting strategies for generative AI tools like Google Gemini, like Canva AI, or Magic School AI. And just remember that D75, our high tech tools, always have a human touch. That's us, the teacher. And please review all your outputs for accuracy and bias. Okay. So, the art of the prompt. All good prompts include the persona, which is who is the AI working for? Okay, what is the role that the AI tool is taking on? So, for example, in this prompt, it says act as a special education co teacher. Or in this prompt here, it says act as a helpful tutor. That's the persona. The next art of the prompt is the student need. What is it that this AI tool is doing to help the student? So you have a student in this example with ADHD who struggles with task initiation, and you're going to create a choice board for the unit on ancient Egypt. In this example of a good prompt, it says you want to explain the process of photosynthesis. Okay. And you're also saying that the student is a 14-year-old and you want to assist this student with biology exam preparations. That's the student need. Now, what is the specific task that you are going to be doing? This example is that you are going to create a 300 words written in a tone that's friendly, okay, and educational. That's going to be your specific task for this student. In this example, again, it's going to be to create a choice board with three varied activities that take under 15 minutes. So you have this task, you have these arts of the prompt. The basic formula is always going to be persona. Who is the AI tool working for? Is it a special education teacher who is teaching 10th grade or a science teacher? Okay, that's a persona. The student need is going to be what is it that you want that you are developing for this student? And then you're going to have the task. What's the specific task? Now, here's another example of how to prompt like a pro. If you notice, this example comes from Google. This is Google's AI prompting guide. And here are some examples. You want to make sure this is a good, kind of a good, prompt. Create a lesson on DNA for high school. This is a much better prompt here. It says you're a biology teacher. Remember, it's giving you your persona, and you're going to write a lesson introducing DNA structure. This is a better example. And then this is the best example because it has the persona. You're a high school biology educator. It's giving you the specific student need. It's saying design a lesson for 10th grade students, introducing the structure and function. And it's then giving you the specific constraints. Tailor the lesson for an inquiry based science class and include an engaging lab and provide a claim based evidence reasoning prompt as an exit ticket. So, for the parts framework that Google uses, again, there are many strategies and ways to create effective prompts. I'm just giving you some of the best or most effective. This is Google's framework called parts, which again, we're reviewing. Notice there's a theme. Always include the persona. What is the Google or what is the Gemini AI tool's role? Always act. The other one is act, which is you're asking clearly for the task, and you can use words like create or rewrite or explain. Those are really more effective words. The recipient, who it's for. So you're saying this audience, is it going to be for a student, for a teacher? Is it a lesson plan? Who is this output for? The theme is your topic or concept. So, for example, this is an early literacy lesson, or this is a DNA structure lesson, or it's a choice board, social emotional learning lesson, or a social story, right? This helps Google And this helps Gemini produce a really desired outcome. And then the structure is going to be name the format or model you want, meaning what's your output? Is it going to be produce the content in different formats? Will it be a lesson plan? Will it be a rubric? Will it be a slide presentation or a newsletter? Your output, you want to be specific in giving the AI tool what is the structure you want for your output. If you're interested in this presentation, you can pause here, scan the QR code, and you'll be able to get this presentation. So I'm actually going to go back now and just go through with you what are the 3 different prompts and what it would look like if you start out with just a regular good prompt, but not the best prompt. All right, this is a regular good prompt, which is create a lesson on DNA. And we are going to just regenerate it since I've already done it for you guys, but I just want to regenerate it. If you notice, it's creating the lesson. This circle tells you that it's generating your lesson. This here with this caret gives you the thinking and the rationale it's using to generate your lesson. If you notice right here. Okay, so this is all of the structure that it's using to generate your lesson. Then you can close this so you don't need to see it. So here's your lesson. It's telling you, here's what we're going to do. We're going to create building blocks. It gives you an image, okay? But notice it doesn't have an objective. It doesn't have a learning objective, right? So that's just using, it has a lot of nice graphics, okay? But it doesn't have the learning objective. Doesn't really have the vocabulary words. It's giving you how to implement and teach this lesson. Okay, so now we're going to go to what we call a better prompt. The better prompt is this. You're a special education teacher, write a lesson introducing DNA to students using an inquiry-based learning strategy. So we're going to have it, again, it's working on your prompt. It's creating your prompt. So now we have a title. This was different, right? Now there's a title, gives you the subject. It does give you an objective. It tells you, it gives you a hook for this lesson. That's 10 minutes. It gives you the exploration phase, how to set up your lab. It gives you a graphic to use in your lesson. Okay, now we're going to go to what we call the gold standard of prompts. I'm going to just read it quickly if it's really long, but this is the gold standard that has everything, including the parts framework. You're a special education high school teacher. That's your persona. Design a lesson. Who you're designing this lesson for? 10th grade, neurodiverse students, students with disabilities, and English language learners. Okay, you're introducing, what's the topic? You're introducing structure and function of DNA, and you're going to use Universal Design for Learning Framework, UDL. You're going to tailor the lesson for an inquiry-based special education science class. You're going to include an engaging lab activity and provide a claim evidence reasoning prompt as your exit ticket. And you're going to output these exit tickets using the depth of knowledge level 1, level 2, and level 3 exit ticket choices. Okay, so this includes one of the pretty much gold standards of how you write really effective prompts to get your output that you want. And let's go here. We're going to just click this redo. Generally, you would have a caret that tells you here, but since I've already done it and I'm redoing so you guys can see, okay, again, it always shows you how it's developing your lesson. If you click here, you can see how it's developing your lesson. If you go back in here as well, you can change it. Right? If you click edit prompt here, you can change it and add more information. This, if you really love this prompt and you think it's a gold standard prompt, you can click copy. And if you click copy, see what it says there? Your prompt is copied and you can save this prompt and then create a bank of prompts that you really like. Okay? Now here is the gold standard prompt. Notice it has the title of your lesson, it has the grade level, it has the time frame. It then has your universal design for learning integration, right? This is how you can incorporate this strategy in your lesson. It gives you a hook with the time. It gives you your lab, tells you it's 40 minutes, and the process. It tells you the materials you're going to need for this lab. It then gives you next part of your lesson is explaining, and it gives you an analogy that you could use. Here is your exit ticket with your various depth of knowledge level choices. Remember, level one is the most easiest um, type of difficulty in an assessment, which is recall and reproduction. Level two is a little bit more challenging, right, as an exit ticket and assessment when you're talking about depth of knowledge. And here's depth of knowledge level three, which is a little bit more challenging. And this is the gold standard. And again, with this is Google Gemini that you're seeing me use right here. You can also, when you click on these three dots, you can click more, and then you can export this to your docs, export to Google Docs, or put it in an email. Okay. And if you're uncertain, you can double check your responses and click here when you double check your responses, and it'll regenerate. It'll go back and make sure that everything is cited in terms of your output for your responses. So this is all framing with using the Google Gemini generative AI tool. So now we're going to go back, and again, I would like to say thank you for watching, and really just want to remind everyone to use AI responsibly and consider the environmental impact of using AI, because there is an environmental impact. Every time we do these prompts and so on, it does impact our environment. And so, if you would like to provide any feedback or you have any questions, please go to www.d75stem.com/AI. Bye, everyone.